In 1992, I had something you didn't have. I had access to the internet, a fast pipe to the internet. This was before the World Wide Web, before Google, before Chrome, before Firefox, before Mosaic. And I looked at what was happening in those days with the internet. And because I was in the book business, I decided to write a book about the internet called Best of the Net. I ended up raising $50,000 from a US publisher, hiring 5 people. We worked really hard on it for 6 months. The book came out and it sold 1,300 copies. It was a total failure. During that same period of time, 2 people in California saw what I saw. But they didn't make a book about the internet, they made Yahoo. I figured my half would have been worth $50 billion. And all I got was a t-shirt. Because they saw the world as it could be. Not me. I said, what do I already know how to make? They said, we have a blank slate. What could we make? I refused to see. I refused to understand what was actually happening. I didn't understand that there was a different way to look at it. Because what I said was, what do I already know how to make? And that's the problem that many of you have. You work for organizations that are insisting on doing something they already know how to do, instead of realizing that we have a moment in time, a revolutionary moment, that's going to be different. So this is a vinyl record. You may have seen one before. I show it to you because in 1972, the music business was perfect. It was perfect for a lot of reasons, right? So if I had a record and I liked it a lot and I loaned it to you, I wouldn't have it anymore. I'd have to buy another one. Or if I played it a lot, I'd wear it out. I'd have to buy another one. Where do I go to buy another one? I used to have to go to a store, a building called a record store. There was actually buildings where they sold stuff for the music industry. And there was the radio, and there was Rolling Stone magazine and all that. That was perfect. Well, we all know what happened. It only took 5 years. The music business went from perfect to impossible. Every record ever recorded available to every human on earth who has a smartphone anytime they want it for free. The music industry's over. There's more music than ever before, but music is gone. And that's what revolutions do. Revolutions destroy the perfect before they enable the impossible. Ask a travel agent. Ask anybody. Ask someone who owns a bookstore. That a perfect industry gets replaced by something impossible. And it's going to happen to all of us. And yet, you go back to work and your boss keeps saying the same thing to you over and over again. Get me more. More shelf space. More noise. More customers. More people buying our stuff. More employees doing what they're told. That's factory thinking. That's how you got here. The question is, will it get us to where we need to go? Because once we start looking for more, then we need mass. And mass is another word for average. Average stuff for average people. How do we make something everyone wants to buy? The problem with average is it's really hard to stand out. And then you end up getting frustrated. So let me give you some of the bad news as we get started here. This picture is really fuzzy. I had a bad cold when I took it. But I'm showing it to you because of the blue box in the middle. The brand manager spent $100 million on that product. $100 million interrupting all of us with coupons, shelving allowances, TV ads, magazine ads. Why? So when we went to the deli, we would buy this product. Here's the deal. I don't have a pain reliever problem. You don't have a pain reliever problem. We solved our pain reliever problem 20 years ago. We buy the cheap one, the yellow one, the generic one. It doesn't matter. So, like you, this brand manager is busy solving a problem people don't think they have. That's hard. It's hard to yell at people and say, you have a problem, when they don't listen to you. And yell we do. We know now that we have yelled so much on the internet that the average consumer has the attention span of a goldfish. And that's not being very nice to the goldfish. That what we've done is we've made our messages shorter and louder and angrier, and shorter and louder and angrier. But here's the thing. Your customers aren't goldfish. They're people. And yelling at them over and over and over again isn't the right way to persuade them that they have a problem. Okay, I'm almost done with the bad news. This slide, that's room 458 at the Hyatt. No, I wasn't at the Hyatt last night. St. Regis? I don't know. It's a hotel room. At 2 o'clock in the morning. It's dark. All hotel rooms look like this at 2 o'clock in the morning. They're all the same. You know why they're all the same? Because hotels have been telling us for a really long time that they're all the same, which worked for a long time until the internet. And now we can sort by price, sort by location, sort by. We don't care who built the hotel. We just want it to be cheap and close. And if you're in the hotel business, that's not good news. So we have a problem. And the problem is this mindset that we're going to find some poor schmo and assault them over and over and over with ads until one day they will buy from us doesn't work anymore. So if you're frustrated, you know what's frustrating? What's frustrating is they build these podiums so that if you put something down, it goes like this. I don't know. If they had asked me, I would have told them about the whole idea of Euclidean flat surfaces. Just saying. Anyway, what's happened is we don't want to hear from you anymore. What's happened is we have a remote control and we are not afraid to use it. What's happened is thanks to you and everyone like you, we have branded ourselves to death. And people are just not listening. And now, the last bit of bad news. In New York City on 5th Avenue at 21st Street is the epicenter of the yoga district. There are 6 stores within 3 blocks where you can buy yoga pants. The dreaded yoga pant shortage is over. And if all you have to offer me is, we have yoga pants and no one else does, I'm out of here. And 1 block away is a camera store that will sell you any one of 450 kinds of cameras. The fact that you have a camera, not that interesting. Right next door, a store where you can buy more than 100 different kinds of cell phones. The fact that you have a cell phone, not that interesting. Once I get the cell phone, I can go online and pick from more than 500 kinds of insurance. The fact that you make insurance, not that interesting. So this scarcity that you all built your careers on suddenly has disappeared. Everything is a click away. Everything is a choice. Now, I apologize. I didn't think all this up. I know it's bad news. Right? You are totally entitled to say, who designed this nonsense just when I was ready to do my best? Who didn't read the instructions? But when we think about marketing going forward, I think we have to agree that we've got a problem. And so we can be sad for 1 more minute. And then we can get on to the good news. So where's the good news? The good news begins here. Fancy Feast gourmet cat food is not for cats. If it was for cats, it would come in mouse flavor. Fancy Feast gourmet cat food is bought by cat owners, and they pay triple the amount because they believe the story. The story that they are the caring kind of person. The story of taking care of this animal. The story of Deluxness. The story of better. That what we do for a living as marketers is we begin with a story. And that story changes human beings. That's our job. Our job is not to be the accountants of big data. Big data is a problem. It's a problem because it's seductive. It's a problem because if we just look deep enough and spy on enough people and buy enough databases, we can trick our way to success. But that's just looking in the rearview mirror. And I'm not interested in the rearview mirror. I'm interested in tomorrow. What story are you going to tell today that's going to create possibility for tomorrow?